So here we are in England. Look at the Reedsdale. Oh, it must be hard up in England. They can only float half a flag. So here we are, Rooty. We're still in Scotland, where the air is rich and pure. So hold your nose. We're about to go round the corner. Here we are. Oh, oh no. Oh, oh, it's putrid. Oh, what's that smell? Look at me, Rooty. I've been bouffonned by the wind. Oh. That's quite a good hairdo, actually. Windswept and wonderful, what does Billy Connolly usually say? Yeah. Windswept and something, I can't mind what it is. Windswept and interesting, or what is it?
I can't remember.
There's Rooty Tooty in Bill Bailey. So here we are in Reedsdale in the wonderful county of Northumberland, heading towards the town of Bellingham. Of course I was only joking about the air quality in England. We love England. That's why we're heading for the East Yorkshire coast. Now I really must thank AUTO-VOX for sending us these fantastic wireless backup cameras. Now on our road trip we use these threefold. We use them as a security camera, as a reversing camera, and as a brilliant rear view camera. The reason that benefited us is because our brand new campervan does not have an internal rear view mirror, so these are invaluable. Also, using the AUTO-VOX cameras for security purposes was very reassuring. If you've got a motorhome or a campervan, you will be familiar with those occasions where you hear a noise outside, and 9 times out of 10 it's nothing to worry about. But there have been occasions where I've had to leave the van to make sure that nothing untoward was happening. Now, having these cameras and 2 monitors that comes with them, and I'll show you that later in the video, and being able to look at the monitor and see what's going on outside is really a fantastic benefit of the camera system. Just being able to glance at the monitor to check what's going on outside is massively reassuring. So for those of you that like to see an unboxing of the product, I will be including that at the end of this video, and I will also be including a section on how to set up, install and operate the system. So now let's get back to day 1 of our road trip and our journey to Bellingham in Northumberland. Here we are now in the heart of Northumberland, lovely. In the wee village of Rochester. The The county of Northumberland is a very scenic landscape with wide opened moorlands as far as the eye can see. I often found myself totally transfixed and overwhelmed by the beauty of this ancient, historic landscape. Waiting for us in the valley below was the historic market town of Bellingham. This is a very popular destination within the Northumberland National Park. The town is particularly known for its picturesque setting, the River Reed and the surrounding countryside. The Reedsdale region features remnants of a Roman past, adding to its historic depth. A focal point in the town is the historic 13th century St. Cuthbert's Church, given its name by my ancestors. Rooty had noticed a wee co-op supermarket, so she dived in to stock up on some wine whilst I turned around to head back and collect her with the booze. There she is. Here it says Rooty.
Yeah, I see it.
We've got a 120-year-old man slowing us down.
Totally oblivious that we're behind him.
Oh, of course he is. Yeah. So this is the site at Bellingham. Very nice. There you go. Got the moorlands behind us. Nice indeed. Okay, Rooty Tooty, look what we've got here. Our AUTO-VOX cameras. This is the first time we've pitched up and it's the first time we're going to use them, isn't it?
Yep.
And there we are, look. Here they are. That's camera number one. Get that There, and we've got a second one. Camera number 2, they're all charged up. There we are, it's camera number 2. And if you come with me, I'll show you how easy it is to install them. All right, Rudy? There we are, camera number 1. There we are.
Is that a magnet? Does it stay on with magnets?
Yeah, stays on with a really strong magnet. The next one, right. Camera number 2 up here. Yeah.
Keep it higher up on this one, yeah.
Higher this one. There we are. And that's it. Then I'll show you the control panel inside the van and how they work.
Good.
And there we are. After fixing both cameras to the side of our camper van, we've got a very clear image of what's going on around us. And then basically you just press the button at the back of the monitor, gives you the full view of camera 1, channel 1. Press again, full view of the other camera, and press again, both cameras. So I've got our own CCTV control room, Rooty. You're not right into technical stuff, are you? It does
No.
Rooty's head in.
Yes.
But be honest, is it reassuring to have those cameras?
Reassuring, yeah, yeah. I
So
don't think we're going to have much trouble on this campsite.
no, but when
yeah,
we
there are times.
there are times when we go away wild camping, that's going to be a
Yeah.
godsend when we hear noises and stuff, and
Yeah.
it'll be reassuring to.
You hear noises, darling.
Well, it's me. It's
When I
probably me
unplug,
more.
I can't hear anything.
Yes, because of your hearing difficulties. But at least for me, if I hear something going on outside, you can have a look on this first to confirm whether it's something that we should be worried about or not.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10,
Yes.
the noise is not something to be concerned about. But it's
Yeah.
nice to have that camera here. It's nice to have this here to be able to just press a button and think, oh well, that's nothing.
Yeah.
It's not what we thought it was.
Yeah.
Wonderful, it's all working, it's all up and working, and I'm loving it.
Yeah. And we'll film it again when it's dark.
Yeah,
So you can see the
yeah,
cameras
see
in the
what,
dark.
I think it changes to infrared.
Yeah.
The image is going to change to infrared during the night. So yeah, we'll do another wee picture to show everybody how good the image is during the night.
So is that you all happy now? You're all set up?
It's all set up, it's all set up, it's all working. I'm glad it's all working. This is our first proper time out on an official camping trip, and the AUTO-VOX camera system is working really well. See, this is the night view of the cameras. You get an infrared view of the outside. What do you think of that?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a really clear image, isn't it?
It really is very clear, yeah, you can see exactly what's going on outside. Just ignore the guidelines there, that's for when we're using the camera as a reversing camera. You can turn that on or off. How good is that, Rooty?
That's great. Just going to close up.
Yeah.
Just to show you that. You want to run through that again in the
Yeah,
close up?
there you go. That's displaying channel 1 and channel 2. Well, cameras 1 and 2, either side of the van. Then we'll get channel 1 and channel 2, infrared images in black and white, mind you, but it's very clear. It's easy to distinguish what's going on, isn't it? Great quality.
Yep. Excellent.
And I never get bored of doing this. What was a security camera for us overnight now becomes a rear view camera when I'm driving. And here we are. Up she goes. And there we have it, moved from the side where it was a security camera Now to the back, and it's a rear view mirror for me. And when not in use, our AUTO-VOX cameras are nicely tucked away in their cases in the back of the van. Like so. There they are. The storage cases for these cameras are great. And here we are. It's been pouring with rain last night. I'm pleased to report that the AUTO-VOX camera is totally waterproof. It's been operating 100% despite all the rain last night. Just look at this thing here. We're only allowed to drive at 5 miles an hour here, as you can see in the road. So I can actually safely drive with one hand and show you the reversing camera that's fixed to the back of our campervan magnetically. The AUTO-VOX reversing camera. Well, you could call it a reversing camera, but it's also given me a rear view today from the back of our campervan as we drive to our next destination. Look at that. And the reason it's so useful in giving me that rear view is because look, this campervan does not come with a rear view mirror. And look, that's why. So that thing given to us, provided to us by AUTO-VOX, is an absolute godsend, isn't it, Rooty? I can just see the rear view from the back of the van at any time whilst we're driving. So it's increased our safety massively, hasn't it? So here are some more examples of the AUTO-VOX wireless camera being used as a rear view mirror. On our journey from Scotland to England, the camera lasted for more than 5 hours, which is really impressive. So if you've got a camper van or a motorhome with no rear view mirror, don't worry, get yourself an AUTO-VOX wireless backup camera. Look at that. That's the AUTO-VOX camera on the back of my van, giving me a perfect rear view. And there we have the AUTO-VOX camera, which is now reverted to the infrared image, as it's pitch black outside, but look how clear that is. This wireless AUTO-VOX rear view camera is awesome. Now it's time to show you how to set up, install and operate the cameras. So here I am, Big Stoozer at last, in our brand new camper van. What this means is that I will now be able to set up and install these wonderful AUTO-VOX wireless backup cameras. I've had a very quick look at the instruction booklet, which is very easy to follow. Setting up these cameras really is not going to be difficult. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is pair a camera to a monitor, and obviously I'm going to need a power lead, 12-volt power lead. So let's just peel off the protective film, shall we? Operating the monitor is very straightforward. On the back we have 3 buttons: the forward button, the mode button and the back button. The menu button is also the confirm and return button. Here we fit an antenna to each side of the monitor. And here they are. These two are for the monitor, and the longer one is of course for the actual camera. So we just screw them on like so, nice and gently. There we go, on both sides, and there you have it. And next we attach this antenna to the actual camera. There we go. Easy. And so the mount for the monitor simply clicks in here. It's very easy to do. So the way in which I'm going to mount this is next to the TV in our campervan. So I am going to mount this monitor up here. So how cool is that? There we have it. The monitor is mounted next to the TV. So to pair the camera with the monitor, we go to the power key and we press and hold it. And there we see the blue flashing light. And now we go to the monitor. So you will recall me showing you there are 3 buttons behind the monitor. There's a forward, back, and the mode key, which we're going to use now to connect or pair the wireless camera. You simply select the pair option in the menu and do this to connect both cameras, one after the other. It is so easy to do. That's camera number 2 paired. How easy was that? Superb. So quick. And so now that we have 2 cameras paired, it's just simply a case of scrolling through both cameras. So we can press the back button to go to channel 2, camera 2, press the back button again to get a split screen for both cameras, and press the button again to go back to channel 1, and so on and so on. Back to channel 2 and then split screen again. How good is this? So let's go through the monitor controls, which are very straightforward. Press the mode key. We've already explained what pairing is. Obviously brightness is straightforward. Just use the forward or back key to increase or decrease the brightness. Press the mode key again to go back, and then record is self-explanatory. Just press the button and press record on. And obviously to turn off record, go back to the record option, press it on record again, and then off. And then you'll see the red record disappear. So this function here just gives you the option to mirror the camera or display it upside down. Settings, basically set your date and time, the contrast, and you can reset the whole system again or contact support. Press and hold the mode key to go back. Then the display and sleep option is you can choose 240 seconds before it times out and switches off, or 120 seconds, or never. Press and hold the mode key to go back. Guidelines, that's straightforward. You turn them on, of course, if you're going to use it as a reversing camera. go, guidelines on, and that will put the guidelines on, and that is of course relevant only if you're putting the wireless camera at the back of the van to give you the rear view and assist with reversing. So press and hold the mode key again to go back, and you've got a playback option. Basically you can select your folder and all your previous clips and it will play it back, and there you go. Absolutely wonderful. That is brilliant. So that's all the controls on the monitor. Very straightforward and easy to understand, very easy to operate. And finally, the icons on the screen in the top right corner is of course the battery level of the camera itself, and there's a wee SD card emblem to show you that an SD card is inserted. And so, all fitted now. We have the AUTO-VOX monitor number 1 here, and at the front of the camper van we have monitor number 2. Now that one's installed to monitor the rear camera, and the reason why I've installed that one there, and it's absolutely essential, because in these camper vans you don't have a rear view mirror. So wait till you see this solution. So there is the camera, and I'll show you the view on the monitor. And there we have it. The rear view camera, which of course assists you when you're reversing the van, which has its own reversing camera anyway, but whilst you're driving along, this gives you can set it to never turn off and give you a permanent view to the rear. So what you can do is go onto the display as I've shown you before, and you can set it to never go off, but that will use a lot more battery. However, if it's a sunny day, the solar panel will keep it charged for quite a while. I've just been on a 3-hour journey with the camera permanently on, and there was still 2 bars of battery left. So as promised, for those of you who like to see how a product arrives and the unboxing, here it is. The cameras and monitors arrived tightly sealed in cellophane, which was great. So after quickly removing that, it was time to open the box. I really have been so excited about receiving this product, and I'm looking forward to installing it on our new camper van, or RV as they call him in the US of A. Look at that. Comes in a nice wee carry bag. Look at that. How nice is this? Wow. Wow, just look at that. Let's have a look inside, shall we? How smart is this? So let's get this opened. What do we have inside? Well, there we are. Just look at this. I assume there's an instruction booklet in here. There is indeed. An extended warranty to 18 months. I think this is going to be the monitor. Yep. Wonderful. And the camera itself, here we are. Wow. That must be where the aerial attaches. Look at that. I'm so looking forward to setting this up and putting it on the campervan. So that's the camera and the monitor. That's your 12-volt power source. It's got a nice USB attached to that, which is good to see. Aerial pieces inside for attaching the aerial. And then all the USB-C lead. They've gone to trouble of providing a small carry case, so it's going to be easy to transport the cameras with the van. And from watching videos of this wonderful product, once we get used to setting it up, it'll take a matter of minutes wherever we go. So with regard to this AUTO-VOX Solar 5 model, they've actually included metal brackets. I don't think we're going to need these because these are obviously for vehicles that don't have a metal backing to attach the base of the magnetic camera. So we're not going to need those, but it's they've thought of everything of AUTO-VOX. That's really very good. So we'll be attaching the camera to our campervan, to a metal surface in our campervan. It's got a really strong magnet. Oh, I can hardly get that off. That's going to fit very securely to our campervan, that's for sure. And you get a nice manual for this truly wireless backup camera kit. And I've had a quick look through. Setting up this camera really is going to be, this wireless camera is going to be very easy, I'm sure. And that, of course, is your solar panel on top of the camera. Fantastic. So I hope you have enjoyed Rooty and Stoozer's presentation and detailed review of the AUTO-VOX wireless backup cameras, in particular this model, the Solar 5. We absolutely love these cameras and we will definitely be taking them and using them on all of our future campervan road trips. We primarily use them as security cameras, especially when we're wild camping. And of course, we also use it as an additional reversing camera. But we also use them as a rear view mirror. They give us an absolutely superb view to the rear of our campervan when we are driving to our destinations. Just recently we drove back from England to Scotland. It was a 5-hour journey and the camera that we used as a rear view camera lasted for 5 hours and there was still some bars left on the battery. And don't forget, the camera records everything, so it will come in very useful in the unfortunate event of an accident. Now these cameras have been really well designed, they look great, but more importantly, they are so easy to install and operate. We rate these cameras very highly, so if you do decide to buy them, I'm very confident you will not be disappointed. So if you like what you see, don't forget to use the link in the video description. There is a nice discount on offer. Just use the code STOOZER10. You have been watching Big Stoozer Adventures, sponsored by AUTO-VOX. So from me, for now, chitty bye.